Let's take a look at the Dynamis Alliance SMR Blade. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel Contrigero with the Defense Lab, and today we're taking a look at the Dynamis Alliance SMR Blade. I'll give you guys some things I like about it, some things I'd change, as well as some options for different carry positions. Let's take it over to the table and we'll get started. All right, let's check this out. So we've got the box here, open it up, and we have some foam and paperwork. We'll set that to the side. First thing in here is the live blade. It's a double-edged blade. One side's a straight edge, and then the back side is a serrated edge. After that, we have our matching trainer in the blue color, and then the sheath, which is also blue. So starting with this knife, the first thing I noticed is the length of this handle is perfect for my hand. I have pretty regular medium-sized hands, and the length of it is really nice there. It fits my hand perfectly. This is a nice small knife. It's easy to conceal whether it's in the sheath or out of the sheath in your hand. I like that it can be used in a reverse grip. So reverse grip is just the edge is facing your body. So whether we're point down or point up, I have this edge that's facing my body, which is mainly how I train. Another thing that you'll notice on this blade is there's no sharpening choil. So if you take a look at this CRKT Obaki, that divot right there is called a sharpening choil. It separates the cutting edge from the handle. The problem with it is that can get hung up in clothing when you're using it for a defensive purpose. So I'm really glad that they decided not to go with that feature on this blade. Moving up to this hook around the handle, this is nice. It definitely helps get the blade out of the sheath quickly. I like it a lot better than something like a ring. The ring has several downsides, from safety concerns to not being able to switch hands, not being able to let go of that knife. And honestly, I think it's harder to draw a knife with a ring than even a knife with a straight handle, because you have to be pretty precise getting your finger into that ring. I also really like that it comes with the trainer. I think this comes standard with the knife. I really believe anything that you're carrying for self-defense purposes, you need to have an identical trainer to practice with. Now, you do have to be careful. This is a metal trainer, so you need to watch using it on a real person. But just going light with someone, you can definitely use it, and it's very helpful for your draws. You know, you won't cut yourself when you're practicing drawing it. You won't cut up your shirt. So I really like that it comes with this trainer. Moving on to the sheath, it's a injection molded sheath, and it's ambidextrous. So the knife can go in this way, or we can switch it around. It's pretty tight. Put it in this side. So whether you're left-handed or right-handed, it shouldn't be a problem. I also like that this same sheath fits both the live blade and your trainer blade. So you can be practicing with the trainer blade, pop it out, throw your live blade in there, and go about your day. You don't have to worry about two different sheaths or anything like that. The sheath has the Dynamis Zero clip. This is very similar to the discrete carry concept clips, which I like a lot. It's metal and it has that tooth right there. This catches on your clothing, so you can wear it behind your belt or without a belt. That's really nice. When I work out, I can clip this right onto my sweatpants or my gym shorts, and it'll snag on there. You can pull the knife out and the sheath isn't going anywhere. These clips are also really nice if you're gonna dress up. A lot of times if I'm wearing dress pants with a tucked in dress shirt, I'll opt to just carry a knife instead of a gun. And with these clips, you can clip it to your pants, your belt goes in front of the clip, and then you can tuck your shirt in back here. It makes it very concealable. All right, moving on to some things I don't really like about the knife, or things I'd change if I could. The first thing is the serrated blade. Serrations, just like a sharpening choil I talked about earlier, they tend to get stuck on clothing, and that's really not something you want for a knife that you're going to be using for self-defense. So I'd rather them have just done a single edge blade, or if they were going to keep the double edge, make this into a straight blade just like it is on this side. Another thing I change is the shape of this hook. So I mentioned the hook's really nice. It does help get the knife out of the sheath pretty quick, but with it curling over like this, that makes it a little hard to just swipe in on this knife and get under there, especially because it sits so deep in the sheath, which I like because that helps you conceal it. but I can't just swipe in here. My finger gets stuck. Now, one thing that you could do to help change this is take a Dremel and Dremel down the back of the sheath a little bit. I understand why they have it up like that because it makes it easier to resheath, but I can always take my time resheathing. I might need to get that knife out quickly. So I'd either Dremel this down, or I'd really rather if this hook just went straight out instead of curled down, so I could just swipe my hand in and pull the knife out. So for our first carry position, we have it in appendix with that 0 clip running behind my belt. This makes the knife very concealable. It sits super low in the sheath, but it still has that hook so I can get it out pretty easily. For our second carry position, I have it down in my right pocket. I don't have a super long shirt on here, and you still can't see anything. Even if I lift my arms, you start to see that clip, but it's not super noticeable. When I lift up here, I just have the top of that hook hanging out this pocket where I can reach down and draw it right out. All right, this last carry position is a little more unconventional, but I'm gonna take it and run it horizontal on my belt line. So I'll take it, put this clip over my belt loop, and it sits right here. This knife's pretty short, so it's not printing out the side, on the bottom side here. Even with my shirt down, this isn't a super loose shirt, and I'm not printing bad with it at all. And what I like about it, that hook sits right here, so I really don't even need to clear my shirt. I can just reach up under the shirt, and it's out in my hand. I like this option a lot too for if we're in a really tight space and maybe I can't get my shirt up to clear and pull the knife straight up if I have it in that original appendix position, or even if it's down in my pocket, it might be hard to bring my arm all the way up. With this down, running horizontal on my belt, I can reach in and pull it straight down. My arm barely needs to move, and I've got that knife out in my hand, ready to use it in a reverse grip. Overall, I like the knife. It probably wouldn't be my first option, but I do like it in general. If you like this content and would like to see more, make sure you like the video and hit the subscribe button, and check us out on our website linked below.